Hello students, welcome back to our YouTube channel eBengal. Today's video is going to be very useful for the class 6 students of West Bengal board because I am going to explain all the question answers of model activity task of environment and geography class 6. So kids, let's get started. In our first question, we have to choose the correct answers from the given alternatives. The first question is like that, choose the correct pair. That means there are 4 pairs given in the option A, B, C and D. In option A, planets have their own light. As we know that planets don't have their own light. They take up their light from the sun. That means from a star. So it's not the correct pair. Option B, asteroid larger volume than the planet. Is it? No. Asteroids are very smaller than any other planet. That means asteroids have not much volume than planets. That means option B is also not the correct pair. Option D, meteors are bright galaxy with a tail. First of all, meteors is not a galaxy. Galaxy is totally the different term from the meteor. That's why option D is also not the correct pair. So what is left behind? Option C, satellite illuminated by the light of a star. So option C is the correct answer. Satellites also don't have their light. They take up their light from the star. That means option C is the correct pair. Question number 2. The imaginary line running parallel to the equator in the northern hemisphere. Tropic of Capricorn, Tropic of Cancer, Prime Meridian, Antarctic Circle. So which imaginary line, or we can say which latitude runs parallel to the equator in the northern hemisphere? As we know, in the northern hemisphere there are 3 latitudes: Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle and North Pole. So Tropic of Cancer is the correct answer because Arctic Circle is not in the option. So Tropic of Cancer is the correct option. Question number 3. The Tropic of Cancer passes through which states? The name of the states is given in the options: Arunachal Pradesh, Maharashtra, Himachal Pradesh and West Bengal. Apart from West Bengal, Arunachal Pradesh, Maharashtra and Himachal Pradesh are not the states through which Tropic of Cancer passes. That means option D, West Bengal, is the correct answer. One interesting fact that you should know, that from which states, or we can say through which states Tropic of Cancer passes. I am going to write down the names of the states. Please note it down: Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. I am again repeating Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram are the states through which Tropic of Cancer passes. Okay, in our next section we have true false. That means there are statements given and you have to choose which statement is true or which statement is false. The first question is like that: the middle portion of the spherical earth has bulged as it rotates at a high speed. That means when earth rotates at a high speed, the middle portion of the earth get bulged up. Bulged up means swollen up. Yeah, it's true, because the middle portion of the earth is getting swollen up due to the rotation of the earth. So the answer is true. Second question: 0 degree and 180 degree meridians are actually the same line. No, 0 degree is equator whereas 180 degree is international date line. 0 degree is latitude whereas 180 degree is meridian, or we can say longitude. So both are not the same line. The answer is false. Question number 3. The earth's rotation is the main responsible factor for the apparent diurnal movement of the sun. Yes, this statement is also true. So the answer is true, because earth's rotation is the mainly responsible factor for the diurnal movement of the sun. Question answers. In question number 3 we have to do the question answers. In the first question, that is 3.1, write the relation between the temperature and the color of a star. Okay, you can take up the screenshot of the answer. Wait. So we have to write the relationship between the temperature and color of a star star in the question number 3.1. The relation between the temperature and the color of a star is given below. Okay, that means the surface temperature of a star determines the color of light it emits. Temperature is the mainly factor. We can say that there is direct relationship between the temperature and the color of a star. Surface temperature determines what color does a star emit due to the temperature. For example, blue stars are hotter than yellow stars are hotter than red stars. We can say that red star or red light stars have much lower temperature as compared to the blue color stars. Okay, for example, a hot star like Sirius is a hot star with a surface temperature of about 9400 Kelvin emits more blue light than red light, so it looks brighter through a blue filter than through a red filter. If the color of a star is red, suppose if the color of a star is red, that means the surface temperature of that particular star is very low, and we can see numerous stars in the sky which are of this kind. Besides that, yellow color or blue color have high wavelength, due to which their surface temperatures are very high. So this is the relationship between the temperature and color of a star. In our next question, we have to draw a diagram to show the inclination of Earth's imaginary axis with the poles and the equator. So here the diagram is, first of all, you have to make a circle like this with a compass and draw equator. The vertical axis line you have to draw it. Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. North pole and south pole, just like in this diagram. This is north pole, south pole, equator, Tropic of Capricorn, Tropic of Cancer, and this is the plane of the Earth's orbit, and this is the vertical line from the Earth's orbital plane. So the inclination is like that. Inclination is this 66.5 degree inclination, and the north pole is inclined. The Earth's axis is inclined on the north pole in between 23.5 degree. Okay, so this is the diagram of the inclination of the Earth's axis. Question number 4, the last question. Give a brief description of the 3 parallel ranges of the Himalayas from north to south. The 3 parallel ranges of the Himalayas from north to south are. Before going to the explanation of this question, I am showing you something. Wait. Okay, this is the diagram of the 3 parallel ranges of the Himalayas from north to south. This is north, actually this is south. This portion is Greater Himalaya, or we can say Himadri. The middle portion is number 2, Lesser Himalaya, and the third is Shivaliks. Okay, so let's explain. The 3 parallel ranges of the Himalayas from north to south are. First is Himadri. The another name of Himadri is Greater or Inner Himalaya. It is the most continuous range. The northernmost range is called the Himadri. Himadri is the most continuous range. It is the biggest range, you can say. The northernmost range is called the Himadri. That means the northernmost range of the Himalayas is known as Himadri. Himadri consists of loftiest peaks which with an average height of 6,000 meters. So the average height of all the peaks lying into this Himadri is 6,000 meters. It contains all the prominent peaks, or we can say the famous peaks lies which have higher height, or can say above 6,000 meters, lies in this region. It remains snow covered throughout the year, resulting into the formation of glaciers and some perennial rivers. As we know that the peaks of Himadri are very high, due to which they are covered with snow throughout the year, and they form various glaciers, and some perennial rivers originate from those glaciers. Perennial rivers are those rivers in which water is present throughout the year. Okay. Second range is Himachal. The another name of Himachal is Lesser Himalayas. It lies to the south of Himadri and forms the most rugged mountain system. Himachal lies to the south of Himadri and it forms the most rugged mountain system. Rugged means having uneven surface. The ranges are mainly composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. The rocks are very compressed and altered found here. Average height of this range is 3700 to 4500 meters. Okay, that means the peaks of these range is lower than the Himadri. Some famous ranges are, I am telling the some famous ranges found here: Pir Panjal range, Dhauladhar and Mahabharat ranges. It has some famous valley also. What do you mean by valley? Valley is the place between two mountains. Suppose here is a mountain and here is also a mountain. So the region lying in between the two mountains is known as valley. So Himachal portion of the Himalayas contains various valleys, famous valleys like Kullu Valley, Kangra Valley, Kashmir Valley, and these valleys are known for their hill stations. Many tourists come here due to summer season to enjoy the beauty of the nature. The average width is 50 km. The third range, that is Shivaliks. The another name of Shivaliks is Outer Himalaya. This is the outermost range of the Himalayas, that means the outermost, southernmost we can say. Its height varies between 900 and 1100 meters, or we can say it is the lowest in elevation as compared to the above two ranges. These ranges are composed of unconsolidated rock material, so these ranges are prone to earthquakes and landslides. That means the ranges found in the Shivaliks are more prone to earthquakes and landslides as compared to the above two ranges due to the unconsolidated rock material. Last point is the longitudinal valleys lying between Lesser Himalayas and Shivaliks. That means the Lesser Himalaya means Himachal and Shivaliks means Outer Himalaya. So the valleys lying in between Lesser Himalaya and Shivaliks are called dunes, like Dehradun, Kotli Dune, Patlin Dune, etc. So this is the explanation of the model activity task of Environment and Geography class 6. Hope you like the video. If you like the video, please do like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.